Hey everyone, thank you for joining me this week on Wednesday Excerpts. My name is Mandi Blake. I write Christian contemporary romance, and I love small towns and I love cowboys, so I have a series for both. The book that I'm going to be reading to you from today is called Redeeming the Cowboy. It's the fifth book in my Blackwater Ranch series, and I actually want to read you the epilogue today. It's written in the point of view of the main character in Redeeming the Cowboy. That is the sixth and last book of the series. And it's one of my favorites. I love a good redemption story. So I wanted to read you this epilogue because it's a good segue into that book. Okay, let's get started. Epilogue. Hunter. Hunter left the main house before anyone else had finished eating. There wasn't any point in sticking around. He'd get his orders from Micah later. Hunter didn't understand group celebrations or why he needed to get excited about someone else's life events. Good for them, but he was just fine staying out of it. It wasn't like Aaron and Jade's engagement was a surprise. Hunter's cousin had been talking for days about the ring he bought her. Hunter's work was done. He'd fulfilled his obligation. He was here to work, not compliment his cousin on his taste in jewelry. Now every woman on the ranch had a ring on their finger, just as it should be. Dating made a man lose his mind. It was like their brains turned to mush, and all they could think about was courting and wooing women. He parked the truck outside his cabin, the one farthest from the others, and almost made it inside before his phone rang. The calls didn't come as a surprise. When everyone else was busy, Hunter wasn't. "Hello? You busy?" Jameson asked. Hunter looked at his front door, resigned to whatever task Jameson needed taken care of while everyone else schmoozed at the main house. "No. What do you need?" "My sister is on her way. She'll be there before me. Can you show her to Laney's old place?" Hunter turned on the porch and looked back up the path he came. "Yeah. Thanks. And maybe don't scare her off. She's going through a lot right now." Hunter remembered Jameson's sister. When was she not going through a hard time? Jameson and Felicity had escaped their parents' abuse, but only by the skin of their teeth. While Jameson had thrown himself into work when Blackwater Ranch needed an extra set of hands, his sister had disappeared without a trace. Jameson hadn't mentioned her in years. She didn't even show up to her mama's funeral. That suited Hunter just fine. Jameson and Felicity's mother had been a walking sledgehammer, beating and destroying everything in her path. Hunter knew those people and steered clear. Luckily enough, his own destructive father had left him before either one of them got hurt. Well, physically at least. Felicity hadn't gotten out, and that meant she was probably just as messed up as he was. She had been well on her way to crazy like a cornered animal the last time he'd seen her, and he doubted her life had turned into a bed of roses since then. Hunter's hands flexed and fisted at his sides. Funny how a memory brought back the urge to break bones. That night, he hadn't cared if they were his or the other guy's. It was a good thing because there had been enough fractures to go around. An unfamiliar car barreled down the path toward the cabins, kicking up dust along the way. That's what women did. They stirred up dust everywhere they went, and he needed one like he needed a hole in the head. His cousins were fine pairing up, but Hunter was a lone wolf in more ways than one. He'd bite at anyone who got too close. The gray sedan coming toward him might have once been silver, but years and miles had worn off the brightness. Hunter stepped off the porch and made his way toward the car. Felicity was already out and standing at the open trunk. Her dark hair hadn't changed much, and she wore it pulled back in the same ponytail she always had when she'd been younger. She hefted a faded blue suitcase from the back of the car. Hunter reached to help, but she was quick to jerk the luggage away from him. "Which one?" she said. Her words were melodic and beautiful, but she said them with a purpose and not a hint of pleasantry. In most cases, he could justify someone else's foul mood by their discomfort that came with the nasty scar on his face. But Felicity's scowl had been set in place before she'd seen him, and for once, he couldn't take credit for the storm in her eyes. Hunter pointed to the cabin beside his. Felicity's attention followed the direction of his finger, and she closed the trunk with more force than necessary. Jerking the large bag from a rut in the dirt, she marched past him toward the cabin without a backward glance. Hunter watched her wrestle the luggage up the trio of stairs leading to the worn porch of the cabin where she would be staying, before the door slammed shut behind her with a thunk. At least he wouldn't have to worry about a nosy neighbor. If Felicity kept her distance, they would get along just fine. Hunter pulled out his phone from his pocket and typed a text to Jameson. "She's here." the end. So I thought that was a good introduction to Hunter and Felicity, who are the main characters in Redeeming the Cowboy, the last book in the Blackwater Ranch series. And I'm not really good at these videos or showing my face, so I want to thank Tony Shallow for kind of pulling me out of my comfort zone a little bit, and I've actually had fun. So thank you. Bye.